to get a presentation by Brother Malak, who is my brother. A very special member. All right, Elder, enough now. Thank you. A very special person in our community. I can't remember how long we've known each other for. Years. Decades.
Still young.
No, we're getting on now. What can I say about beloved Minister Malak? First and foremost, probably one of the most prolific, powerful speakers in our community. Interested in their children. What's the other one? Oh, they didn't have an example of a father, so therefore they can't do it. You know, Malak is dedicated to his family. You know, a lot of our brothers talk about the beauty of the black woman, how melanated she is, how kinky her hair is, and you look beside her, or beside him, and there is somebody who's not resembling what you're talking about, brother. You know, I remember, you know, some spoken word artists in our community talking all of those black woman lyrics. And that woman that he presented and brought to that event, I think her great grandmother is black. That's to kind of give you an indication of how there is no blackness in there, but you're begging it so bad that her great grandmother was black. When you see this man here, he has a black woman. Black in every sense of the word. He has black children. And this is important, because we can't be talking black and sleeping with these people. We can't. You know, and it's very disingenuous when we're kind of and disheartening, absolutely, to see our men letting us down in that fashion. If you're a black man, get with a black woman. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. And that's what Malak represents. Malak has an organisation called African World Federation. Malak is now UNIA ACL rep of the UK. And more importantly, of everything that I have said in terms of his accolades, Malak is a good person. Malak is a genuine person. Malak does things that we don't even know or see or hear about. But perhaps years later, months later, we hear the outcome. And that's who he is. A stalwart within our community, a strong black man. And I emphasize the words black man because we know how they're trying to get shaky with this man business now. So, you know, a man now can become a woman can now become a man. And one thing about Malak, he's uncompromising. And that's what we need. We need examples like that, not in theory, but in practice. Yeah, you don't see Malak with his trousers down. Yeah? You don't see Malak acting a certain way because he knows who he is and behaves accordingly. And that's what we need. That's what we want as women and as men in our community. So without further ado, I want to rise up Minister Malak to the stage. Rise him up!
Garvey lives. Marcus Garvey lives. And before, you know, I didn't have the time to really, because I didn't really want to talk. I'm just having enough of talking, to be honest with you guys. But I just want to yell up Elder Minka. I really want people to acknowledge this great man in our community. And for those that don't know, he was the first man to ever put me on a panel to speak. I didn't even do speaking before that. I just met Sister Afrikan one time and we were talking. I said, yeah, I'm Garvey's grandson. And she's gone and told her father, and her father said, yeah, bring him come. We'll give him a chance. And he hasn't left me since. He's probably the only elder in our community that's ever given me a platform to speak. I don't know why they don't give me a platform. Maybe I do know why they don't give me a platform. And that's kind of what I come to talk about today. I kind of took some notes, so forgive me if I'm having to look at my phone every now and then. But I come here today to tell you that being uncompromising is to be awake. When you speak the truth and you compromise the truth, you're taking the soul out of the truth that you're speaking. So, and when we're speaking the truth, we cannot speak truth to the level where you are, brothers and sisters. No, we speak the truth and raise up our brothers and sisters to the standard of the truth. So, when you mix up the truth and you water down the truth, your truth is dead. And this is why we're not awakened people at the moment, because we're not dealing with the truth. We want to deal with feelings and making the people feel good. But I come to tell you today, unfortunately, that we ain't got nothing to feel good about. The children are dying, the women are crying, and the man is hurt. So we need to do something constructive to bring about this change. So that's what a revolution is. A revolution is a complete constructive change. That's what revolution means. Some of you hear that word and think it's to go out there and kill somebody. If anybody's going to be killed, it's going to be that European in you guys' minds. Maybe not you guys in here, but in the minds of our people. That's what we need to be doing in this time. And we don't face injustice because we're black. Some people are like, what? We face injustice because they're white. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's because of who they are why we face what we are. You understand what I'm saying to you? So this is what I kind of want you guys to understand. Now, they say the truth shall set you free. I'm sure everybody's heard that before. The truth shall set you free. So why are we not free yet? Because we're not in the truth. And some people will say, well, what is the truth? Everybody has their truth. No, everybody has their opinions. And some people may have some facts. But I come to tell you that facts and truth is two different things. Because it could be a fact that black people have treated you bad in your life. That could be a fact that most of the tribulation that you faced in your life comes from a black person. But the truth, that is not the truth of who your enemy is.
That's right.
I want you to understand that. Because a lot of the time we find ourselves fighting amongst each other. And a lot of the time our people are the problem. But they're not the problem. And when I say the, that is the definition of something. So when I say somebody is the devil, I want you to understand who I'm talking about here right now, brothers and sisters. So to be conscious is to be aware, to be fully functioning, to be awake. When you're asleep, you're not functioning fully. You're not rising to your full potential when you're asleep. Some people is walking, sleeping people. You see, they're walking, but they're sleeping. Dribble all come down their mouth. When you hear some things that they say, you can tell that they're sleeping. Marcus Garvey, over 100 years ago, told us what to do. And I'm not really into the hero worshipping. I like to put Marcus Garvey on the same level of us. Because what I try to tell people is what he done, we can do. If you see him as something higher than yourself, you can't relate to it because you think he's just the greatest, he's just a giant. We are all giants in here, brothers and sisters. Marcus Garvey gave us the blueprint or the blackprint to be giants. If you know my story and where I come from in life, and you see the man I am today, you would never believe that this is the same person. My mother left me when I was 5 years old. This is not things I come to tell people, you know. Because I don't really want sympathy from nobody. Because I don't want people to start treating me different because they hear my sad story. But most people got a sad story. Why have we all got sad stories? Because we're not on the truth. Because the truth shall set you free. The truth shall give you wings. And with wings, you fly, brothers and sisters. And we need to be flying. So, Marcus Garvey, for those that don't know, was an African nationalist. At the time, there was no Pan-African. Them things came later. And we didn't deal with Pan-African. In fact, Pan-African was used against Marcus Garvey at one stage. Until in the 1940s, when our African brothers and sisters on the continent took up this teaching, and they brought the UNIA flag into the Pan-African Conference. They now adapted to the Pan-African, the UNIA ways and incorporated Garveyism in the thing. Garveyism is the only solution for us, brothers and sisters. It's the only thing that's worked. And it's the only thing that included all black people around the world. We didn't separate. Like I came on the 10th of June in here, I spoke and I hear somebody talking about fight religion and this. I said, you know what, I'm with the revolutionary Christians. I'm with the black atheists. I'm with the brothers with the bow ties, and I'm with the brothers with the semis. That's what I said. I'm with all of my people. I love all of my people because my teacher taught me to love black people more than they hate themselves. And that you're going to need a lot of love, brothers and sisters, if you want to take up that. You're going to need a lot of love. So, you know, I don't want to take up too much of the time. I know that I got 10 minutes. So I'm trying to keep to the 10 minutes time. But we must organize. We have to organize. And the Elder Minka is the greatest man to bring us together today because he's been in the community. He's with, if you look around, all different organizations are in this room. All because of this man. This man, when something happened to him the other day, I'm not going to go into details, but I went there and I was prepared to go to prison that day. I got children at home. That might not have been the smartest thing to do. But you can't touch an elder like that in our community and get away with it. That's unacceptable. Because even the gang members, yeah, they defend each other. So how come we don't defend our people? Why are we not defending our people? If we say we're Pan-Africans or Garveyites or whatever, why are we not uniting? Why are we separating ourselves from ourselves? A lot of the time, yeah, we focus on the negative things in our people or our brothers and our sisters. We've all got negative things. But how about we switch it and focus on the positive side of them? Because everybody's got a positive side too. So why are we focused on the negative side of our brothers and sisters? Or he worships that. I don't care what you worship. I don't care. You're a black person, we must do better. That's no good, black man. And that's no good, black woman. It's not good to separate ourselves from ourselves. And some of us are elders as well, and separate themselves from their children. The hardest thing, every time I come out I say this, and I have to. The hardest thing I ever had to do in my life was keep my family together. It's the hardest thing. Because there's so much things in place to separate me from my woman. They've got so much things to divide us, to trick her into watching different Pop the Balloon show they got now. I know some of you don't know about this. But this is what's going on. So much TV shows that they got on the YouTube and the TV to distract our people and to separate ourselves from ourselves. So that's no good, black man, and that's no good, black woman. We must do better. So I'm wrapping up. And I'm just going to make you know that Garvey was great. You are great too. And I will leave this question, or not this statement, with you to think about. Now, some people may say that it was the wicked slave master that was bad. And I agree, he was wicked and he was bad. But if it was just him, then why are we still in the same position today? His children have continued to oppress us. So some people don't want to talk about race. Fine. Don't talk about it then. We don't need everybody. My grandmother taught me one-on-one Coca-Cola basket. So we need, even in the UK, if we had 500 people, just 500 people in the UK to commit to something, we could get a building, we could get a school, we could get anything that we want. We don't need a lot of people. We don't need only for numbers. We just need serious people committed to whatever they say that we're going to commit to. So I leave you on that one, brothers and sisters, yeah? One God, one aim, one destiny.
And I was so gutted in my introduction, I didn't mention when my dad was attacked that he rallied some brothers to go and deal with them. And he said, because he doesn't call me Afri, he calls me Afria. He said, Afria, I'm in Brixton. Who do I see? Your dad. So it was almost like the plan of action that I really wanted them to deal with them. That's the truth. That's the truth. But in seeing my dad, the plan was aborted, unfortunately. Yeah? But the point I'm making is that Malak was ready. He was ready. And that's what we need that sometimes. We need it.
All the time.
And I know my dad is very angry that I've just said that, but that's how I feel about the matter. Moving on. Yeah.